I'm here with the team Shack. What does Shack stand for?
St. Henry's College, Kitovu.
Yeah, you're in the lead with 35 points against, actually, you've got 70, they've got 35, so you're in the lead by 35. So that's not bad. Do you think you can maintain that lead?
Of course, we shall maintain.
So what's your strategy? What are you going to do?
We want to swap.
Oh, you want to swap? Okay. When you invoke the law of rotation, that means we have to say goodbye to one person. Who do you want to get rid of?
Phyllis.
Why? Phyllis he can't handle it. Huh? Tamara Ako. Huh?
He's good, but we think that with Alfred,
yes,
we shall do better.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a huge round of applause to Phyllis and welcome on Alfred. All right, Team TGS. Ladies.
Yes.
I know your back's against the wall right now, but you know, when things are tough, do you give up?
No.
Do you fight on?
Yes.
Are you going to come with the thunder?
Obviously.
Will you take the challenge?
Yes, we shall take the challenge.
So what are you going to do to improve the situation that you're in right now?
We are going to think harder and faster.
Okay. Do you also want to invoke the law of rotation?
Yeah, we do.
Who do you want to swap?
Hilda.
For who?
For Sandra.
For Sandra. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome on Sandra and say thank you very much to Hilda. All right, now that we've done the swaps and we've gotten to know the teams a bit better, the next segment is called, well, Advantage. It's a very interesting game because what we do is that we choose the two strongest players, one from each side, to face off in a round-robin 6-question session. At the end of that, the person who is left standing, the person with the highest number of correct answers, rejoins their team for the Advantage game, which is a buzzer round. But the person who actually fails the most number of questions takes the walk of shame. So, Ronald, who is your strongest player?
Ronald.
Please walk on down. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a huge round of applause to Ronald. TGS, who's your strongest player?
Amuge.
Amuge, please approach. Let's give a huge round of applause to Amuge. Stare each other straight into the eyes. Ladies and gentlemen, let's play Advantage. Question number 1 goes to Amuge. Which print features depict Uganda's history through the times on our currency notes? Bar cloth, shields, cowrie shells, monuments?
Monuments.
Monuments, that is correct. 1 point for her. So you've got 10 points in the bag. The question goes now to you, Ronald. If a country's exports are higher than its imports, then the country has A, a trade deficit, B, current account deficit, C, current account surplus, or D, trade surplus.
A trade surplus.
Trade surplus, that is correct. Let's give it up for Ronald from Shak. Neck and neck, it's 10 versus 10. Amuge, your question. Stagflation refers to the unwelcome combination of the following. A, inflation and rising prices. B, deflation and unemployment. C, inflation and unemployment. Or D, inflation and expansion. What's it gonna be?
C, inflation and unemployment.
That is correct. Let's give it up for the lady. 20 points to her. Ronald, can you match her? Question for question. A loan that requires the borrower to make the same payment every period until the maturity date is called a simple loan, fixed interest loan, discount loan, or variable interest loan.
Fixed loan.
Fixed interest loan is correct, ladies and gentlemen. It is 4 versus 4. Next question to you. Amuge, the acronym SLR stands for Statutory Liquidity Ratio, State Level Recovery, Sundry Leverage Ratio, or State Liquidity Reserve. What's the answer now?
D.
It is D, State Liquidity Reserve. That is incorrect. I pass the question on to you. If you get this correct, you move on. The acronym SLR stands for State Statutory Liquidity Ratio, State Level Recovery, Sundry Leverage Ratio.
A.
Statutory Liquidity Ratio, that is correct. You walk on back to your team. Amuge, we will see you later. Ladies and gentlemen, let's play Advantage. The rules of the game are very simple. All you have to do is press the buzzer when you have the right answer. You press the buzzer when you give me a wrong answer, well, we will dock you points. First question. At the present time, the currency or asset to which the largest number of countries tie or fix their currency values is. I'm going to dock you 5 points because you didn't let me finish the question. So subtract 5 points from them. Let me ask the question. Maybe you can answer. At the present time, the currency or asset to which the largest number of countries tie or fix their currency values is A, the US dollar, B, the euro, C, the Swiss franc, or D, gold.
A, the US dollar.
That is correct. You get your points. 10 points to you. Next question. What is the correct basket of reserve currencies in which BOU has invested Uganda's reserves? Yes, TGS. Is it the USD, the euro, the pound, the yen, Australian dollar or Canadian dollar? Is it B, C, or D?
C.
It is C. Well, unfortunately, that is incorrect. Would you like to take the challenge, Shaq?
Yes.
we'll take the chance.
What is it?
A.
It is A, and A is correct. The USD, the euro, the pound, the yen, the Australian dollar, and the Canadian dollar. I've got one more question in this round. One more question in this round. Fiscal policy is controlled by Bank of Uganda Board of Directors, the President, the Executive, the Judiciary, or private banks?
A.
The Bank of Uganda Board of Directors. Unfortunately, that is incorrect. Would you like to take the challenge?
Yes, I would like to take the challenge.
What is the answer?
B, the President and the Executive.
That is very correct. We give them 5 points, ladies and gentlemen. That brings us to the end of this round here. These are the scores right now as they stand. We're moving on to the next category. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome back right now the one and only Amuge. So, the next category we move on to very swiftly is an interesting one, which we call true or false. All you have to do is sit back, relax, and answer. It's not a buzzer question. It is simple. I'm going to start off with you, Shaq. Are we ready? Will you take the challenge?
Yes, we will take the challenge.
All right. Shaq, the value of money in the Republic of Uganda is based on the ability to exchange currency for an equivalent value in gold. True or false?
False.
That is correct. Let's give a huge round of applause to Shaq. TGS, next question. The CRB, the Credit Reference Bureau, and the CBR, the central bank rate, are both managed by Bank of Uganda. True or false?
False.
That is correct, ladies and gentlemen. Give a huge round of applause. The CRB was set up by Bank of Uganda, but currently it's being managed by CompuScan, and the market has been opened up. We're going to soon have many other players. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of this round. Let's give them a huge round of applause. These are the scores as they stand. Man, oh man. Let's take the final round. This is actually an interesting one. This round here is called the Big Bucks Bonanza. It is a buzzer round. Every correct answer that you get gives you points. But at the end of the session, what we're going to do is that we're going to multiply the amount which you have by 5,000 shillings. Are you ready?
Yes, we will.
Will you take the challenge?
Yes, we will. Sure.
Will you take the challenge?
Yes, we shall take the challenge.
All right. Here we go. Question number 1. The money sent by Ugandans living and working abroad is known as? Yes, go ahead.
B.
B, remittances. That is correct. Shaq, you got 10 points there. Next question. The Zimbabwean hyperinflation occurred due to, yes, TGS, a strike, events indigenous to Zimbabwean economy, government's borrowing, or the government printing money to finance its fiscal deficit.
It's D.
D, that is correct, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give them a huge round of applause. Next question. The principal advantage of a single market from the point of view of the East African community is, yes, Shaq?
A.
It leads to a higher rate of economic growth in the East African countries. Are you confident with that answer?
Yes.
That is correct. Let's give them a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Next question. What does the acronym RTJ stand for? I'm going to dock 5 points from you because you buzzed before I finished my question. Thank you very much for those points. I needed them. Let's give a chance to Shaq. What does the acronym RTGS stand for?
Real time gross settlement.
Thank you very much. Let's give it up to Shaq, ladies and gentlemen. Final question in this round here. A legal agreement that provides for the management and control of assets is known as, yes, Shaq, what is that?
B.
A trust. That is correct. Let's give a huge round of applause to Shaq, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Now that is what we call a hot round. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the scores as it stands. Well, Shaq got 5 questions correct. TGS, you got 3. You get, well, 3 times 5,000. Okay, that's 30 times 5,000. That's 150,000. That's not bad. Give yourselves a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Some good money. Shaq, since you're the guys who do the mathematics, you got 5 questions correct. That's 50 times 5. That's how much? 250,000. What are you going to do with the money?
You're going to start up a business.
You're going to start up a business. Ladies and gentlemen, as the scores stand, today's champions. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for St. Henry's College, Kitovu. Come on down, come on down, come on down. This is not just any competition. This is the challenge powered by Bank of Uganda. We've got a chance for superstars like these guys from all the best schools from around the country to come on up and show us their skills, to share knowledge, and of course, to educate. So let's give a huge round of applause to Tororo Girls School. Let's give it up for St. Henry's College, Kitovu. I'd like to say thank you very much for sharing your time with us, but before I go, I've got one simple question. Will you take the challenge?